Will it rain today in Zandvoort for the fucking 13th round of the NPL Championship in season 14? Is it raining? There's no way. It's dry. It is dry, finally, in season 14. Welcome to NPL season 14, race 13 at Zandvoort. We are here at Zandvoort for what is multiple drivers' home race. We have the home race of Ruben, Dan, and Fabian today, and Tice as well, who is returning for his second start of the season after a great comeback in Monza to finish in P6, I believe. Or was it P7, rather? Tice got P7 on his return in NPL in Monza, and we are now looking at John, who is apparently looking to get his first career pole position. He looks competitive today at Zandvoort. Oh my god, bro. Bro, Felix and Darkson are actually going to slam out Yarn today, bro. Fabian is, yeah, you're always lagging, bro. Your internet's actually, I swear to god, if Fabian loses the championship because of his Wi-Fi, that'd be so funny. Meanwhile, Dan just left. Meanwhile, we have a new driver today. The only new driver on the entire grid is Mindmaster 8808. Shades of Season 12, and we had that crazy race where we had multiple reserve drivers that we'd never seen before. Yeah, Season 12 Zandvoort. I had the nice, most chill race ever. I was just driving in the lead the whole race, every single lap, without challenge. Nah, shut up, Harry. I don't want to hear it, bro. You absolutely had nothing on me that race. I was winning every single lap of that race. Nah, bro, I'm gonna beat your ass at Sauber, bro. I'm gonna beat your ass. Hey, oh yeah. Oh no, you can beat Fabian, Alistair. You can beat Fabian. You're the GOAT. All this shit, and then suddenly you want to say you can beat me. Oh yeah, that 73-point gap says otherwise for a jet show. Oh my god, he crashed out in the final corner. Huge accident. What the fuck happened? He crashed with Hajada. And the Alpine driver crashes out with Hajada in his first ever start. What the fuck, Hajada? Oh my god, so Hajada's just fucking slimed out Mindmaster, which I'm sure he'll be happy about. I feel so bad because he's going to have a bad impression of our league now. Fuck's sake, Hajada. He's literally new and he's a good driver. Why'd you have to do this? Why is he even here, bro? We need to ban Hajada. Oh, another spin for Hajada. Did Tice give Fabian a 5-place grid penalty? Did he get damaged or what? Bonfire goes... Oh, Fabian is bankered as a 1 minute 9.1. That's a great lap from Fabian. So now in his second out, the Rebel guy low-key can't do, yeah, for real, he can't. Dan goes second fastest with the purple last set, gets a 1 minute 9.3, 2/10 off the pace, 1:11.0 for the Rebel driver. Harry gets a 1:17.5 on his second outlap, or his first outlap rather, or his second half I should say. Darksing's third fastest now with a 1 minute 9.6. We've seen him do well, that's around about his time trial lap. He's very good at Zandvoort, is Darksing, so we should see him at the front once again for the third weekend in a row. I feel bad for my master, in his first start was murdered by Hajada, also known as Saravi in the session. Here comes Ski now on his lap. What's he going to manage? Coming out the final corner now. Should be a 1 minute 9. Yes, it is. 1 minute 9.6 goes just ahead of his teammate in third place. He's now half a second off. Yeah, for real, Frosty. Who invited this guy? I do not like the driving standards of Hajada. He is not great. Felix. Oh, around goes Felix. I think he spun around on his lap. Me as a Ferrari coin, but he's not on a lap, I don't think. The Rebel is, though, he needs to move for that. Bervas goes in sixth fastest with a 1 minute 10.3. Meanwhile, Bonfo goes third with a 1 minute 9.4. Great lap from the Haas driver. Hubert has left the session. Way down the order. He was in the pit lane anyway. Here comes Harry now to try and start another lap, maybe. No, he's going to pit. He's actually backed out of his attempt. And John is actually purple in the middle sector, apparently, according to the game. He comes looking pretty good here, is John. That's good pace. Very smooth lap from him so far. Yeah, my master's actually a new front-running driver. First start ever, and on his fucking outlap gets murdered by Saravi, a veteran terrorist in the league. John goes second! It's a 1-2 for McLaren! And John proving he's not a Tier 2 driver once again. So Tice is a 1 minute 10.0 on his first run, but I'm sure we'll see Tice getting back up there again. Does he have the tyres to go for a second attempt? Here comes Dervas, currently going, is he going into the pit lane? I think he is. But Luca is improving on his attempt. He's currently 9th fastest of the Rebel driver. He made his debut last weekend at Spa, where he drove for Sauber. Of course, his current, the driver who's actually a Sauber driver, Kimi, he is currently in 15th place. Having some issues this season, really struggling. Yes, Robbie is not making it fast Zandvoort. Did you say the M word? What did I miss? Good thing you didn't say that to Dan, because that's something that Tice would say. Tice, why are you doing a lap on 50% battery, bro? What are you doing? Tice genuinely trying to do a lap on 50% battery. It's going to be like 3 seconds off the pace, bro. Continuing on there is Tice. We've currently got 6 drivers in the 1 minute 9s. And Tice already 3 tenths up in the first sector alone, despite not having much battery to use on his lap. He lifted on that corner, he did not need to. It's a flat out corner on the right hander there. As Frosty says, this British boy guy is really bad. So interesting comment there from Frosty. And Tice though, on his middle sector, what's it going to be? Is it going to be purple? He's half a second up. This is enough to get him onto the second row of the grid, I think. For Tice. Should be great for him in his home Grand Prix. Running out of fuel though could be a problem for Tice here. Does he have enough fuel to make it to the line? Don't hit the curve too much. He does go on the grass a little on the inside line. And he's going to come across the line now for a 1 minute 9.4. Supposedly. And Tice does go 5th. Yeah, you didn't have enough battery, Tice. It's okay, no, Tice, you can, if you have full battery going to your lap, you could use it, you could definitely get pole. Can't lie. Oh, Harry goes in deep and goes into the grass. And Harry there, into the grass he goes. Oh shit, yeah, okay. Fair enough. So Darkson now on his second attempt now. By the way, Darkson, if you think about it, it's really quick because he genuinely uses hot lap on his battery mode. I swear to God, Jan. This is not... I'm muting Jan. I'm sorry again. But Darkson is currently 3 tenths up in the first sector. Darkson, if he can keep this up, is actually on course to go for a maybe even a front row here for Darkson. Darkson, we know he's quick at Zandvoort. We've seen it before. I'm so glad to see the return to form for Darkson in recent races. He's looking really strong at the moment. He's half a second up. This is provisional pole for Darkson so far. Can we see another provisional pole out from Darkson? We saw it last time in Spa. We've seen it in Spain. Can we see it three races in a row for Darkson getting a provisional pole to prove he's a true front-running driver? Here he comes through the final corners. Cross to the line. He hasn't got much battery to use, but I think this could be 1 minute 8 here for Darkson. He goes second. Front row for Darkson. 1 minute 9.2 on his second attempt there from Darkson. Great lap from him on his second run. Puts the Ferrari on the front row. He's low-key been out-qualifying ski recently. He's really good as Darkson in qualifying. Bonfo on his outlap. Dan also is on a lap currently. What's he looking like? He's currently 700s up. Enough to get him onto the third position. Not quite the front row yet. We'll see what his last sector is looking like. There's plenty of battery to use there, does Dan. As long as he can get a nice last corner. Very committed. Look at that nice turn. The rotation the car got through that corner was nice. Wasn't quite on the apex, but it doesn't matter because the car was still very nice and committed. Across the line, it's going to be a 1 minute 9.2 for Dan. He's 4,000 slower than Darksen. So, goes third fastest is Dan. So much for the mid 1 minute 8 Dan. I'm joking. Meanwhile, let's have a look. Harry's currently on a 1 minute 9.6 on his most recent run. On a used set. Yeah, used set. So that's a good lap from a used tyre run. Worse than Saravi? Yeah, I agree with you, Frosty. I only just saw that. 1 minute 9.8 for Felix, good lap from him. Dervas currently in the pit lane with a 1 minute 10.3. Felix, I mentioned. So Harry there, on a used set, he's probably going to come back into the pit lane straight away. He's 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the session. Let's have a Bonfo on his second run through the first sector. I think Bonfo could go for pole today, I have a feeling. And already the first sector is supposedly purple for him. Using battery in the right-hander, interesting strategy there. We know Bonfo's quali pace is rapid here, the Italian driver, looking to get his first career pole still. He almost got it in his home race in Monza, getting second place, a front row start for him. Serial, please race, it'll be so peak if you drove for Aston. And Bonfo, that middle sector, what's it going to look like for the Italian driver? It's going to be 2.5 tenths up, which is enough to go for the front row. Maybe even for pole here. Could be provisional pole for Bonfo. This is a good lap from the Haas driver. He still has loads of battery to use. This is a phenomenal lap from Bonfo. He can have a nice last few corners. A little bit, not the best minimum speed through that corner, but still looking pretty strong from Bonfo. Oh, Hajada died middle of the track. He almost killed Bonfo. Bonfo goes to provisional pole with a 1 minute 8.9. Bonfo to provisional pole by 0.2 of a second. It was a great lap from Bonfo. He improved massively in the final sector, and that was what he needed. And he goes 0.2 quicker than the current championship leader and puts himself right in the mix to go for pole position. No, he actually is, bro. Oh my god, you're right, Dan. He actually is literally just Ian. He's like farming. No, but that means it's a canon event that Bonfo is going to go on a generational second place streak next season, Dan. Very, very realistic that he could do that, I can't lie. Yeah, but honestly, a Bonfo pole would heal generations, bro. Look how competitive the front runners are. The top 5 separate by just 0.2 of a second. John, it looks like has backed out of his lap that he was on. Or did he improve it? Oh, no, he did improve, I think. Did he? Yeah, he did. Forgot to mention. I should probably mention the fastest lap's probably better to look at. Yeah, he did 1 minute 9.218. Look how close it is. Darksen to John. That's 3 drivers. Darksen, Dan, and John all separated by just 100th of a second. So competitive here is NPL in Zandvoort. Great to see. Ty's still on the pit lane, so is Ski. And John will likely try another lap, but I don't think he has enough fuel, actually. He was going to come back to the pit lane. Anyone else on an outlap? Kimi is. Kimi's on an outlap here, coming into a lap now, into turn 1. Nice, into the first corner he goes. Currently last of the running order, we have 3 retirements from the session, Hubert, My Master, and Saravi. Hubert disconnected from the session, and then after that, I actually have no idea what happened to him. Where is he? I'm going to invite him back in case he isn't in the session. I have a feeling he's not. Where is Hubert? Hubert's not online anymore. Where did he go? I hope he can come back. Yeah, Kimi is improving in the first sector. Can he beat Mythical Luca on his return? Kimi, of course, hasn't raced in a while. Heading through the middle sector. Looking pretty good here is Kimi. A little wide of the apex, but gets on the power nicely. It's plenty of battery to use for the Sauber driver. Mythical Luca's also on a lap now, heading through the first couple of corners. He does certainly look a bit more comfortable at Zandvoort than in Spa. Struggling on the exit of the corner. Dervas there is 4/10 up. This is a good lap from him. Could put him ahead of Felix for P9. And he does go up to P7 now for Dervas. Great lap from him. 1 minute 9.6. Just to let you know, by the way, guys, that lap from Dervas just then would have been enough to put him on the front row in Season 11. That's pretty good to see Dervas' improvement there as a driver. And also how good everyone else has been ever since then. Look how many drivers would have beaten that pole lap now. It is, yeah, no, the top, wow, look at that. Yeah, so actually, if you look at the top 10 are separated by 0.8, the top 9 are separated by 6, so really, really close in qualifying today. So really could be anyone's game. I genuinely do not know who to predict for pole. My genuine prediction for pole position, if I had to pick anyone, I think I'm going to have to go for Bonfo. I can't lie, I think Bonfo is looking good for pole today. Probably will improve by a lot, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for pole. We'll see what Bonfo can do on his final attempts. He's on his outlap himself. Yeah, well, yeah, no, I'm not Tice. I know you can go for pole. I gotta temper my expectations. It's been a while since you got a pole, Tice, so I'm hoping you do. But Tice, last time Tice got pole position, he won the race back in Spain season 11, so definitely a plausible outcome. He dominated that race as well. He got pole by about almost 4/10, and then won the race by about 5 seconds. So good performance from Tice that race. And in Zandvoort today's home race, he hasn't won in Zandvoort since season 9 when he battled me in a wonderful race at Zandvoort back then. So Tice, of course, himself having, I believe, a total of 2 wins at Zandvoort. But coming in season 3 and season 9. So yeah, great driver. Oh, wait, Cyril wants an invite. Cyril's joining, guys. Cuba invite and Cyril. Where's Cyril? Where is he? My friends list. Where's Cyril? Have you got a new account, Cyril? Because I don't know if it says you're not online on my friends list. I'll invite. I can't see anyone named Cyril in my friends list that's online. Are you sure you're online? I'm gonna scroll down and find you. I invited a Cyril account if it's yours or someone else's. Let's watch the championship leader, Fabian. He's not on a lap actually. He's not using any battery. I think he backed out. Bonfa, meanwhile, comes into a lap now, it looks like. We're going to watch him. He's the provisional pole sitter, looking for his first career pole, currently on provisional pole. I'm hoping he can do a good lap. Meanwhile, Darksen is improving in the first sector by about 600s. He's really pushing on this lap. You can see he's right on the ragged edge of that Ferrari through every corner. I think he's through the middle sector now, looking really clean for Darksen here. He's a little bit tentative, though, on the power there through these corners. Might have cost him some time in the middle sector. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. He is still improving. It's purple. Darksen could go for pole. We have 2 drivers in the running for a first career pole position. John as well, to be fair. So we could see multiple drivers going for their first career pole position today. Kimi has retired from the session in the first sector, or middle sector there. Ski goes third with a woman at 9.1, continuing the trend of an incredibly competitive session today. What's Darksen going to manage? It's a woman at 9.1, and he was. Oh wow, he's 200s of his teammate. It was an improvement, but not by much. He lost time in the final sector. Meanwhile, Dan's currently team on. Mystical Luca now retires. Cyril has joined the session. And Dervas is on his outlap. What's Tice looking like on his lap? He has plenty of battery to use now, heading through the middle sector. Looking at his lap now, he's not improving by much in that part of the lap, but the last sector he should have a lot of time he'll gain. Use the battery here, Tice. Yes, he will. This will gain him a lot of time on his previous run, I think. If you have a nice, clean final couple corners, this could be a good lap from Tice. Heading off the final corner with loads of battery to use. Hugging the inside line. A very nice and committed lap from Tice. Is it going to be enough for pole position for the first time since season 11? No, it's not, but it is enough for 7th place. Woman at 9.3. It's a 1.5 second improvement, but it's still not enough to go quicker. And there goes Harry to second. At the very end, Harry goes second fastest. Fabian there already at 10th up in the first sector alone. Continues on his lap. Will he beat Bonfa? There's a car whose tyres going everywhere, and that's a Ski, or is that Darson? Harry lost 3 times his lap, supposedly. Dan did a great first sector as well. This is between Dan and Fabian for pole, it looks like. Bonfa does not improve. Fabian gets a perfect middle sector. He's 2 tenths up, but he's only going to just be ahead of him. So this is where he lost the time, though, in that last sector for Fabian. And look how committed that was through that final penultimate corner there for Fabian. This could be a provisional pole for him. It's looking pretty good for the championship leader. Can he go for pole position? And Fabian with an insane lap, gets a woman 8.6 and smashes the track record here. We've seen NPL. Great lap from him. What's Dan managing? He goes second with a woman 8.7. 2 great laps from both of the front drivers in the championship there. For Harry down in 4th place, the driver second in the championship, and Dan with the purple last sector goes 1 minute 8.7. Great lap from him. Both of those times would have beaten the pole lap from last season. Great lap from Dan, but also even better from Fabian. Incredible performances from everybody today. And Darksen will start 6th. That's looking so promising. Look how close it is. Unbelievably competitive. Look at the gap. If I look at the gaps now, the top 7 cars, the top 8 were separated by 8 tenths of a second. Dervas was only 7 tenths off in the end. He had a great lap at the very end of the session. The woman at 9.4. Dervas had a wonderful lap in the Williams at the end. And he goes way faster as well. Impeccable. And Tice there spinning around. What a lap. Oh, what a 360 from Tice. That was actually stylish. Into the wall hard he goes. Hit the Ferrari, do it. Hit the Ferrari. Oh, I just missed him. Oh, there goes Tice. So it is indeed Fabian. He gets another pole this season. It's the 7th pole of the season. Ty's low-key off the pace today, down in eighth place. I can't believe how close that was. So, I've never seen, this is probably the most competitive session in NPL history. From a front-running perspective, genuinely so many drivers were in the running for pole position, much like real life. The pole laps and the fastest drivers didn't show their cards until the very end of the session. So Fabian there with an incredible lap, gets half a second up on his improvement. So does Dan, goes second fastest. So Dan and Fabian will be the favourites to win the race here in Zandvoort. Zandvoort is not one of Fabian's best tracks, so we'll see what Fabian can manage here. I mean, meanwhile, my master down in 14th place. We have Cyril starting 16th when he joins. We should have a really competitive session today. Yeah, what was it? What's up, Hubert? Fucking mean, how did I miss it? I saw the crash with mine master and Surabi. Well, yeah, because I was watching other people do their laps. That's just I can't watch everything at once. Oh, yeah. Shank did ask actually in the chat why you crashed. So I'll give Shank if Shank's still here. For your information, Hubert was killed by Hydrada as well, and another reason for Hydrada to be banned from racing in this series. Who's saying no? What's going on? Was that John? That's what I would do. Fuck, I actually said this to Dan before the race that 38-34 is the best wings at this track, and Fabian is doing that. Wait, Tice, what are your wings, Tice? That's fine. That's good, Tice. That's good. No, the hards are good at this track, Tice. Don't worry about it. Oh, this is very, very interesting. So, two drivers behind Fabian starting on the medium tires will have a very different. Look at the split. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 of the 16 drivers are on the medium at the start of the race, but the rest are on hard. So it's a pretty decent split of drivers here, starting on different compounds. So we have hard, medium, medium, then hard, hard for the top 5, and then we have 2 more medium runners with 6th and 7th places for Darkseid and John, and then Ty Stervas and Felix on the hard tires behind that with Mythical Luca and also my master, who's already been disqualified from his formation lap, is now in 14th, having a really bad debut here in NPL, unfortunately for him. I feel bad for him. It seems to be the case that every time we get a new Tier 1 driver, they get fucking bullied by a midfielder and then they leave the league. Much like Kieran at this very track in Season 12. Now, Kieran was a really good driver, and I had some great battles with him, but I don't know why. I wish he just didn't leave, man. He could have been a really good Tier 1 driver. He was genuinely a Tier 1 driver, like enough to win race. He already had a win on debut, and he definitely could have won more races in his career. Basically, he got killed by 2 new midfield drivers, and he just complained about the driving standards and left the league after Silverstone Season 12. By the way, Silverstone Season 12, we had like 3 fucking safety cars in about 5 laps. Like 3 VSCs. That race pissed me off because fucking Masfro decided to turn his car into a fucking bus and parked it on the apex as a lapped car when I was leading, and I drove into him and he fucking cost me the race win. Anyway. Yeah, no, fucking Alex killed me the year after in the same car, by the way. They both drove for Mercedes. Look at your car. Who's got Tice? Tice is pointing to the left at the start here, starting in 8th place. Here we go then for 36 laps of the Dutch Grand Prix. I forgot the name of the country for a second. And it is lights out. Away we go. Fabian gets a really good start. Dan's reaction time was not as good as Fabian, very visibly. And already, oh, look at Ty's wheel spinning on the straight already. He's already down to 10th place behind Felix. Into the first corner, Mythical Luca almost smashes into the back of Dervas. Felix sliding on the first corner, it looked like, but it is down in second place still from Fabian leading on the hard tyres. Then it's Bonfire, then Harry. Ski still ahead of his teammate Darkson, and it's pretty line of stern behind that. John there, under pressure from Dervas in the opening corners. Meanwhile, though, behind that, Mythical Luca's battling with Kimmy now for P12, and they continue on. Cyril already up to P14 on his start of the race on the hard tyres. He's got Stroll for company, though. Throwback to Season 11 for these two. Oh no, Cyril has front wing damage on the left side of his car. Unfortunately, Cyril already having front wing damage on his return to NPL. Mindmaster on the medium there is down in 16th place and struggling in the opening laps of the race. But now it's Dan right behind. Meanwhile, look at that Sun there from Tyres on the inside of Felix through the middle sector. And he's got Hubert behind that as well, going after Felix 2 for P9, or P10, sorry. Here comes Hubert there on the outside. Can he make a move on Felix? No, he can't. Pretty close behind him. Meanwhile, here comes Mindmaster side by side with Saravi. Right on the outside, he tries to go. Saravi gives some space and goes around the outside. Does Mindmaster. Nice move from him. And the Alpine goes up to 14th place on the medium tyres. Good stuff from him on the start of the race. Meanwhile, Mythical Luca continuing on there, chasing down Hubert for P11. Fabian gets the fastest up, but Dan's right behind him. He goes to the outside line, does Dan, for the race lead against Fabian. On the medium tyres, he needs to make moves as quickly as he can, because otherwise he won't have the chance to later on in the stint. Bonfer already struggling to keep up with the leading cars, but still is very much in the fight in the DRS range. He has plenty of battery to use as well. Harry there on the hard, struggling to stay within DRS range as well, but he probably wants to use some of that battery that he's got deployed on his got stored in his car. Meanwhile, John there still looking very quick behind Darksen. Could be shades of season 11 when we saw John. Good pace on the high downforce setup. He goes understeering very wide into the corner there with Dervas right behind him. Look at this! DRS range for the entire top 12 cars, top 13. In fact, the whole field, except for Cyril, is within DRS of each other. Cyril, of course, still has that front wing damage, so he's going to keep firming that. Tice goes up to P8 now ahead of Dervas. Here comes Felix on Dervas down the inside. Contact between them. He pushes Dervas out wide. Here comes Hubert now through the middle sector. Can he go past? No, he can't. It's Felix with some aggressive racing there, hits into Dervas. That was a little bit borderline for Felix there, I think. Meanwhile, Bonfer is right behind Dan in this fight and is doing a good job saving battery. But Dan there, right behind Fabian now, chasing him down for the race lead here at Zandvoort. Prioritizing track position is Dan here. Now, can Dan make a move on Fabian into turn 1 with the DRS? It looks like it's very plausible he can. Heading into the first corner, fast lap for Bonfo. Here comes Dan around the outside of Fabian. Into the first corner he goes. It's side by side for the race lead. A little bit of contact between the race leading cars. And Dan wraps his car around the outside. And he goes still side by side with Fabian on the outside. He sends it around the outside in turn 2. This is a great move from Dan. Down the inside into turn 3. And he's still side by side. Fabian on the outside line. Gets given some space from Dan. And they're still running side by side into the end of the first sector. This is crazy racing for the race lead between Fabian and Dan. Almost contact again. And now through the corners they go, and it's still Fabian in front. Great racing between the top two. That's what we want to see here today. And Bonfer now still very much in this fight, staying close and staying relevant in this, or staying relevant in this race. Here, meanwhile, Mindmaster's already on the back of Mythical Luke for P12. He looks very fast in the Alpine. Big spin there from Mythical Luke, who goes into the gravel. And I caught that right as it happened. Rejoins right in front of Fajardo, his teammate. And already this race is complete chaos. John there right behind Darkson with a higher downforce, trying anything he can to make a move. But just can't quite seem to make it yet. Oh wow, exciting start to the race here today. This is what we wanted to see. Phenomenal racing here at the moment between the top drivers in NPL. Bonfer, they're still very much in this lead fight on the medium tyre, but look at that, it's quite scary that Fabio is doing such a good job on those hard tyres to fend off Dan behind. And the more Dan pushes, the more it's going to be difficult for him to make a move on Fabian here. Is he going to go for me once again as Fabian saves his battery? Oh, big slide for Dan, and almost spun around, but he does save the car, and he now continues on his way. And we'll have to save battery once again to stay with Fabian in the battle for the race lead. So, great racing up front, down with a little bit of a lockup going into turn 3. Has Bonfer behind him. Harry, though, is starting to close back in again on the leading cars as he starts to settle in on those hard tyres with the medium tyres in front. Really struggling for grip already. And we'll see the hard tyre runners of Fabian, Harry, and Ski start to come back through this field, it looks like. And Tice as well on the hard tyres. Felix, too, under pressure from Dervas once again, who looks pretty quick here in this race here. Zandvoort is one of his best tracks, I'd say. But with how competitive it is, it's just so hard for him to stay with these cars around him. Meanwhile, Dan there is right next to him. Meanwhile, John in the grass trying to make a move on Darkson in the middle sector. Harry there going a little bit deep off the corner, but gets a better exit because of it. Right behind Bonfer now, doing anything he can to close in. Bonfer has loads of battery actually in this lead fight. Probably the most of anyone. Yellow flags are out. Is that Cyril around into the grass? Looks like it. Meanwhile, there's a battle between Dervas and Felix. Running outside, Dervas goes down the inside, I should say, on Felix into the chicane, and he does go past into 9th place. And here comes Tice now on Felix as well. Mindmaster as well. He's already back on this back of this tray on the medium tyres, so he looks quick in the Alpine, making a nice comeback so far in this race. Meanwhile, here comes Dan to the outside of Fabian once again now for the race lead. He sends it around the outside. Fabian goes in deep. Very robust defending from Fabian, but it's proving effective against Dan in this race so far. Meanwhile, Dervas once again battling with Felix into the first corner. Side by side between Felix and Dervas once again. Onto the curb goes Felix, goes in front of Tice, and continues on as they were. Tice is trying what he can to close in on these leading cars. But he's got Mindmaster behind him on his mediums, trying to get back past. He wants to get back up in the field. Meanwhile, Dan is right behind Fabian there, trying to get past different places. Some great jobs, a great job from down here to save battery as well and stay close. Same goes for Bonfo. And the top car, look how close everyone is. It's such an intense race. It's like season level on steroids. Meanwhile, Felix is around. It looks like Felix has been spun around and he's going to rejoin right in front of Kimi. And is he going to be right behind him on the exit of the corner? No, he's not. Felix goes in a little bit deep and goes off wide once again. He's struggling once again. Felix struggling for consistency in this race. Here comes My Master now on Tice, who doesn't have DRS for some reason. I think he was too far behind Dervas. Here comes My Master to the inside of Tice. The new driver staying close, keeping it clean though. Very respectful driving from the Alpine. Contact with Tice. Oh man, that was honestly My Master's fault, but that actually cost Tice a bit there. So goes past Felix. Here comes Harry though on Bonfo for P3. And it looks like he lost DRS. Meanwhile, Dan's going around the outside. Contact again! Oh, we almost spun around. And once again, Bonfo goes in deep, but Harry's still right behind him. And no, he can't get past. What a race this is. Absolute cinema. Meanwhile, here comes My Master again now. Contact with Hubert, but sends it down the inside. A respectful driver. He is already up to P10 on the medium tyres there. My Master has supreme pace in the Alpine here today. And he's already into the top 10 once again after some incidents. And Harry there in P4, chasing down Bonfo, who's trying to stay in DRS range of the cars in front. And so far, so good for the Haas driver. Who almost got pole position here for the first time in his career. Meanwhile, Ski's looking quick here at the end of the stint, so too is Darksend, and John as well closing in, Ties back on this train too. So we have plenty of drivers battling here at the moment, and Dervas has lost a lot of time and missed that scrap behind Ties. So it looks like My Master's going to have to try and get past Dervas here. Wait, what, Ties? No, I was talking about you. Wait, did I say the wrong name? I meant Dervas is behind you by 5 seconds. Oh my god, Ties. Oh shit, I think I confused Hubert for you, my bad. Yeah, I thought Hubert was Tice. Never mind, I thought that you guys were closer than you are. Anyway, here goes My Master around the outside of Dervas into the first corner. Makes it stick around the outside. Beautiful overtake from the Alpine once again. And he'll now set his sights after the leading pack. And if he can catch up to that, I'm sure he has a chance to win this race. Or at least, I won't be surprised. He actually looks like a front-running, like, top 3 fast driver here today, does the Alpine. He's already made mincemeats to the midfield, and he's already closing in on P8 Tice, who is in that train at the front of the field. Bonfo, though, crucially, might lose DRS this lap to the cars in front. He needs to try something different to get in this fight for P2. He's really struggling. Yeah, I don't think he got it. He didn't get DRS. So Bonfo there struggling at this stage, and this could give Harry encouragement to go for P3 now on the hard tyres, and this could see the crossover point for the mediums to lose time to the hards. And it looks like Dan has struggled to make something work here. Yellow flags are out for a Red Bull. Is that Metabulica once again going into the grass in the middle sector there? Down in P15, struggling today. But down there still very close to Fabian and keeping this race together. If he can stay in DRS to Fabian, I'm sure he has a great chance today of getting in the fight for the win. But what happened? Bonfo there. And Tice almost died there behind John, it looks like. He's lost some time behind him. Here comes Harry there. It's gone past Bonfo. Meanwhile, so is Ski, actually, to the inside of Bonfo now for P4. This is some phenomenal racing in Zandvoort today. I've never seen such comers and goers in a race. And there he goes once again into P4. In terms of pure racing, I think this is the best race of the season. No chaos, no chaos needed for the racing to be phenomenal. By the way, holy shit! Mindmaster's closed in a second on the cars in front. This lap alone. He looks really fast on the medium side. He's on the medium, by the way, so he should be slow in the hard tyres. But he's already closing in. Kimi, though, he's gone around, and I think he did hit the wall there. Front wing down, whole front wing missing. How is that not a safety car? The front wing is gone on Kimi's car completely. And he now continues on through the first sector, and he has now got big problems in his race. Oh, Harry, please don't do this fucking bullshit DRS game, man. It never works. You have the battery, bro. Just to think about it, they have to say battery when you don't, so you use that to your advantage. Anyway, like Fabian and Dan are saving battery to defend for each other, and then you can just keep catching and keep it on medium. You know, use the overtake on the straight and then keep it on medium middle sector and just kind of close in slowly like that. Anyway, Dan there once again closing in on Fabian. And meanwhile, Tice there next to John. Did John go in deep in the first corner? Tice is going to try on the inside line to the first corner now. But no, John gets the overlap and does stay in front of Tice, who's really looking a lot quicker now on the hard tyres. Gets a switch back maybe on John. Around the outside he goes. Yellow flags are out again. Is that for Kimi once again with no front wing? Oh my god, Tice almost spun off again. And once again, my master continues to close in on the cars in front with this very smooth driving style. The Alpine driver looking like a true contender today in the midfield, in the front running order, I should say. I could see a top 5 finish from my master today if he can keep this up. Look how much consistent he is in the first sector. Only a 10th off on those old mediums, which are 9 laps old today. With the way he drives, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually can really close in on the cars in front on those old tyres. He looks very good on long runs. Bonfim was right about his race pace. It is phenomenally fast. It's quite scary, actually. Looking like Fabian level pace for my master at the moment. Ski, meanwhile. Yeah, well, we'll see. He's on medium tyres and he's closing in on tyres on the hards. He is stuck in traffic though, so we'll see how that goes. But then again, he's closing in by about a second a lap, so it's quite a big difference in pace. Oh, Dan's around! Dan spins out of the final corner and he's in the wall! Oh, he almost got hit by John. He might rejoin in front of someone here. Watch out for my master. Oh my god, he almost hit him. And Dan has crashed into the wall on the final corner. And Dan, oh, he spins again. Oh, Dan has rear wing damage, and that could be race over. And he's going to rejoin in front of Felix here. Watch out, Felix. And Dan might have to retire the car. He's got rear wing damage, and that is unrepairable. Irreparable. The only time you can repair that is when... Oh, he spins again into the wall. Oh, big crash. That could be a safety car. Red rear wing damage for Dan. No safety car, though. So... Oh, that was actually a monstrous voice crack, bro. Oh my god. Oh, down there, he literally just can't keep going. And down there, unfortunately, out of second place, when he was still in DRS Ranger, Fabian has spun around out of a crucial position in the Dutch Grand Prix. Dan spun around in the final corner on the inside curb. And got himself rear wing damage. And he spins again into the gravel he goes. And now Dan knows how I felt in season 11 Imola with rear wing damage. This could be, I think Dan's race is over. The only chance he has is a red flag, and even then, it's very unlikely. Tyres gets put in the wall, apparently. Oh no, Darkson! No! Darkson gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Why would you not pit assist on? For fuck's sake. Oh shit, so Tyson luckily didn't get put into the wall. His cars came into the pit lane. He almost got pushed into it by the cars around him. Meanwhile, my master's still closing in on Tyson on the mediums, which is insane because Tyson on the hards should be way quicker by now. But supposedly, he's not closing in much. And Harry there. Yeah, Dan did have a really good strategy going there for himself, and he's now ruined his race. He might be out of contention here. He has to hope for a safety car or something, or he has to retire the car. He needs a red flag, actually. Red flag's the only option that Dan has to get himself back in this race, so he could just say fuck it and go a few laps down, but by that point, there's not really much point continuing. Yeah, anything can happen. Could still be a flag. And Ski there. Wait, what? He has rear wing damage, bro. If that's the case, there'll be a late safety car and Harry will win against Fabian. Anyway, so a very early pit stop from Ski there. I don't know why he'd waste the hard tyres to go into the mediums. That's a terrible decision from Ski there. Ski with the worst strategy call I've ever seen. Meanwhile, John gets the fastest lap on the hard tyres now. He's chasing down Bonfo for P8. Oh, Bonfo. Oh, wow. So Ski really struggling for tie weight. Oh, almost contact with Bonfo as he comes out of the pit lane, but Ski there on fresh medium should be right behind him now in the battle for what is a net P4 in this race, I believe. My master there has started to lose tyre now to Tyson front. He should pit soon. Yeah, Flags, you're right. Is that Dan? That might be Dan. He's gone around once again into the wall almost. He's going to rejoin right in front of the Mercedes. He goes to the inside to let him pass. Was that Tyson? I think that was Hubert there. Dan there once again. Oh, he just can't do anything with the rear wing damage he has. Trying to stay in the race, but he's so many laps down by now, there's not really much point continuing, to be honest. It's just, might cause some issues in this race. Meanwhile, there's a battle here between Darkson and Felix. Darkson goes down the inside of Felix now. But Darkson got a legal overtake, I believe. Yes, he did, and he has to let him back past. Was that Felix? They can ski then on Bonfire. This could be a battle for what could be a net P4. Here comes Ski now on the outside of Bonfire. He's going to send it around the outside. Yes, he does. And he goes past. Bonfire got fastest lap, but Ski looks quicker and he goes around the outside and takes the lead. Oh, takes the position away, I should say. My Master trying a long game, and he wants to go for a one-stop, I believe. I think my Master's doing a one-stop today, actually. I think that's what he's going for, which would be a very good strategy to do. Who was that? Was that Mythical Luca? Jesus Christ, yeah, the tie wear's really bad here today, as you'd expect. It is Zandvoort, but Dirty will play a factor in that. What happened? Bitly? Yeah, flags up Dan again. Oh my god, Dan almost took someone out, I believe. By accident, obviously, but... Let me check. Immersive safety car. Meanwhile, Tice is closing in on Harry now for P2. Harry's lost a lot of time to Fabian here, actually, so it looks like Tice is the best chance to go for P2 today. Ski gets a fast stop on the mediums now. This will be interesting, actually, because... Front wing? I can almost guarantee... Yeah, but that's the usage order. There's a reason for that. You're not very fast. Normally. Anyway, Jada there, right behind his teammate. Yeah, flags are out again. Is there a car slowing down the final corner? Oh, big move from Hujada. Goes past his teammate into P12 now, and he does overtake now the white Red Bull. Going past... You know, Harry's losing a lot of time now to Fabian out in front, and Ty's looking very quick. Yeah, Harry really struggling for Ty, where Fabian not so much. He's just cruising out in the lead right now. My Master also looking to do a one-stop, it looks like. Has a long way to go if he wants to make that work. Thing is, though, the interesting thing is, though, if Ski catches Mine Master, then there will be problems for him in this race. And he pits now. So Mine Master pits. I think this will be his mandatory pit stop. Harry pits, and Mine Master does too. So it looks like hard tyres will be on for Mine Master. He should go for a one-stop today. I think there's a chance he can get on the podium if that works out. And here he goes, Tyson on the hards, continuing on his way. It was 5-6 seconds, yeah, 6.5. Tyson's now 7.5 seconds off Fabian. And there goes Dan, letting Tyson pass. Tyson being very careful here at this race currently. Keeping the car nice and consistent. Now he's got some clean air. Tyson looking to close in on Fabian where he can. So far he's getting about 2/10 of lap alone on Fabian, so we'll see if Tyson has actually got the pace to close in on Fabian in this race. Be some supreme pace he'd need to close in on the championship leader. Yeah, Tyson's the go. Tyson's one of the best drivers in NPL history without question, so on for that, closing in on Ski. Nice, like top. Honestly, I could argue top one, I can't lie. Tyson's goated. Yellow flags again. Is that a safety car? No, it's Dan again, letting cars past. He has that rear wing damage. There's no cars coming up for a while now. Wait, what's Cyril doing? Cyril went off the track as well, so Cyril's having barriers. Hello there, Unchosen. Welcome to the stream. Oh, so John will have to serve that penalty under green flag now. That's not good news. Meanwhile, Ski goes back past Bonfo. And, I can't lie, John. I think that was for Cyril when you overtook Cyril off the track. I think that's what the illegal overtake was for, maybe. Was it on... Actually, would have said it was on Dan, wouldn't it? Wait, Hubert's out. He's in the wall. He's crashed out of safety car. What happened to him? Big accident for Hubert in the final corner there. Oh, Tice very, very unlucky there. Just pitted. And the safety car... His teammate crashed out right as the safety car came out. And my Master now on the fresh hards. But now that's a free pit stop for Fabian out in front. This could be big for Ski's race, actually. He's now going to be in a net P2. Oh, that's so unlucky for Tice. He literally just pitted right before the safety car came out for his teammate. Just unlucky timing for Tice. However, what's good for Tice though is he can still go pretty far in this race on his tyres, but he has got to go through a lot of traffic now. And Fabian continues on, continuing on to Bonfo got an illegal, he got 10 seconds, so he's going to pit, so is So we have a lot of drivers pitting now. Some drivers should stay out, I believe. That'll be a good idea at this stage. Harry will stay out. Darksan is pitting to save his penalty, and Tice should stay out as well. Yes, he does. So it'll be Harry and Tice on fresh mediums right behind. Hubert said it's impossible to drive with Red Wing on Zandvoort. Asked Cyril and Dan, they both will. Harry there's right behind. What's Harry doing? What? Is you letting Dan go past? Was that Dan? Oh, that's Cyril. Why is Cyril being let pass? That's a good point. You know, Darkson now serves his 10 seconds and comes out in 10th place on the hard tyres, but I do believe, without question, that Darkson can get to the end of the race on those tyres. So Darkson could go to the end. So can Bonfo, actually. So Bonfo is in with a chance to win the race now. This actually does change the race. Oh, Fabian's in the gravel! Oh, because he was letting Cyril past. Okay. Harry there with Tice behind him. Tice could very well contend for the race win today. We have a really interesting strategy race on our hands. So Ski could get to the end of the hards. So could My Master, so could Bonfo, and Darksen as well. Dan gets 3 seconds under the safety car because of his rear wing damage. In the pit lane comes Kimi now, changing the front wing, and he's not going for some reason. I think he was serving his 3-second penalty. Does he have 3 seconds? Got a warning, but... Oh, he just barely came out on the lead lap, did Kimi there. That was very close. So Ski and Mindmaster now can, without question, go to the end of the race on those hard tyres, in my opinion. I do believe they can go half race distance. Okay, no, Mindmaster's tyre wear is really good, so I think he can get to the end. I don't know about Ski, I can't lie. Ski, probably not. I think Ski's strategy is actually 2 sets of hards, no? Hard medium, apparently. Why does it say he's on the hards on my screen? Don't know why you'd let Dan unlap himself when he's only going to let everyone pass on the restart anyway. You're just giving yourself... You're costing yourself trap position. Yeah, Dan, the only... Red flag's not going to happen, bro. But why are you still going, Dan? You may as well kill yourself. Oh, you're mad. No, but Dan, you've caused issues for other drivers. You've given them 10 seconds for illegal overtakes and letting them pass. Like, you're starting to affect people's races now, Dan. It's not worth... You're kind of making the race worse for people. Yeah, Jenny, just crash while you can. You may as well. We're going to restart next lap, it looks like, which is good for the hard tyre runners, as they can go even longer on this, don't they? Why is it like... Yeah, Skako could win the race. So could Mindmaster on his debut. That'd be wonderful news for the series. I would love to see a debut Alpine winner again. Really, around this time in the season where we saw that the race of Silverstone last season, we saw... Oh, big accident for Dan under the safety car, and that's... Well, it's not an accident, let's be real, but like... Oh no, and Dan is... And what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Kimi just died by himself under the safety car in like a flat out corner. What the hell? He's got no front wing again. He's got no front wing anymore under the safety car. Why did that happen? Cyril continues on. And Cyril there is catching the safety car keeper. He's really far behind, so he's going to have a lot of work to catch up to those guys. And by the time he does, on those used mediums, he's going to be struggling to keep those tyres in a good operating window. Johan has left the session. I'm going to invite Johan back. Also had Johan mute. I don't even want to know what he's talking about, bro. We're going to restart this lap probably. Kimi, or probably his race is fucked. He's going to come in anyway. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate the death slam. Kimi retires from the session in the pit lane. Fair enough to him. I don't blame him, honestly. This is a tough race for Kimi, but that's going to end the session. Chase car in this lap. So this race is far from over. What's good though is because the that's true, Dan. That is true. And Dan, we trust the Silverstone, bro. Yeah, let's be real. Fabian may have to start getting penalized for his mid restarts, bro. But yeah, it's getting real heated in the back of the field there. Fabian's going to go any second now. Harry's also looking to go soon. He's going to go right now, I reckon. Oh, Fabian lagged right as we restart. Here comes Tyson on Harry straight into the first corner. And into the first corner we go. There goes my Master down the side. He sends it into the back of Tice. He's already alongside Ski in the first corner. He wants that chance to go for the race when he knows he can. He made a little bit of contact there, but it was a fair move, honestly. A little bit of misjudgment, but it happens to the best of us. So anyone going on here? So far, Harry is not keeping up with Fabian, let's be real. Harry is already outside of DRS range almost of Fabian. Then you're on a softer tyre than Fabian. Yeah, actually, Harry has a tyre disadvantage. His tyres are 2 laps older than Fabian's, and he actually used them under green flag conditions, so that would make a difference. Harry is outside DRS, and Tice is also struggling to stay with Harry here, by the looks of it. But my Master, though, looks really fast. I can't believe... I genuinely think my Master's going to win this race, I can't lie. He looks really good. This Alpine driver is really fast. Oh no, Jordan. So the top 3, weirdly, I didn't expect this. They're all outside of each other's DRS range now. It should be quite interesting in this race. Meanwhile, Dervat's looking under pressure from Bonfo in the battle for P6, and John is also right behind Bonfo, and so is Felix. So we have a battle between both Haas cars, and John is in the middle of a Haas sandwich here. Once again, I want to mention Bonfo and John, ever inseparable, are together on the track. I don't know why this keeps happening. Bonfo genuinely just thought about sending Dervas in turn 3 and then thought better of it. Fair enough to him. Ski, meanwhile, sending it after times. So Tice Harry once again using some weird battery strats today. Does Tice have the pace to close in on Fabian? We'll see. Fabian having no worry in the world. So I think Harry's just slowing Tice down now, I can't lie, but we'll see. My Master, though, on the hard tyres, can easily get to the end at this stage, it looks like, with his tyre saving. He went 14 laps on the mediums, so I'm sure he can do about 17 laps on the hard, so Tice there will now go after Harry, but you need to be careful that Ski doesn't go past him too, because Ski looks pretty quick on this straight here against Harry. I think Ski's going to stay in line, or is he? He could go for Harry for P3. And Tice there looking for his first podium since Vegas season 13. Would be a nice statistic for Tice to get his first podium in the season, with my Master as well looking plausible to get that. Meanwhile, side by side between John and Dervas. Dervas lost 2 places on this lap alone against Bonfo and John, who've gone up to P6, 7 again. They're always P6 and 7 at some point. Dervas in P8, Felix P9, Darkson in P10 on the hard tyres. He can go to the end. Mythical Luca also can. Cyril there is right behind him within his DRS range. And John there is right behind Bonfo, chasing him now for P6 in this race. John on this qualifying set looking pretty quick here on the mediums. Oh, he's gone in deep and he goes off the track into the grass. He played it smart though, and he went onto the tarmac area there on the outside. And he does stay on, continuing on his way, and Tice there will now have to face the new Fabian, which he's never really seen at this pace before. Besides Monza, obviously, but Tice we all know is very good, so we'll see what he can do to close in on Fabian out in front. But so far, Fabian's actually pulling away from Tice in the battle for the first position. But they both have to pit again, realistically. They're not going to get to the end on these tyres. They both started on the hards. Skankum and my Master do look like a very plausible. Meanwhile, Tice just got the fastest lap. I take it back. Tice is closing in on Fabian now. So it looks like Tice actually has got the chance to go after him, but once again, he lost time in the first corner. They hit the curb too hard on the inside, and that cost some time to Fabian through the first corner. Fabian's just so smooth and consistent with his inputs. Meanwhile, John battling with Dervas. I forgot to mention, Dervas has gone back past John now into P8. John's got down to 9th. He's lost 2 places to Felix and Dervas. I should pay more attention to this midfield fight, because it's the only fight really going on right now that's quite active. And And yeah, so look, Felix there closing in. Bonfo's pulled away from his teammate. He's trying to close back in on My Master now. He could get himself into the fight for the race win. Could Bonfo? Imagine a podium with Ski, My Master, and Bonfo. That'd be so tough. DRS training form, but look how close John is to the back of Dervas. He's sliding off the corner. John trying to make a move on the outside, doing what he can so far. But he's right on the tail of Dervas now, is John. And off the corner comes Dervas, struggling for traction there on the medium tyres. Really old mediums. He's on the oldest tyres of anyone on the track, tied with Hajada. But Dervas sends it into the corner and does stay in front of John for now. He's got Darkson in his tail there on the hards. Harry did not get DRS on Tice. This is going to be, he's just sitting duck on the straight to Ski, and maybe even to My Master too. My Master there chasing down Harry there down the main straight, and Harry a sitting duck to both the cars behind him. And he does get past. Meanwhile, John there and Dervas. Sorry, is that John? It's the Darkson side by side. Oh, that's a shame there. Contact almost. Darkson with the perfect move. Goes to the inside, splits the gap between Dervas and John and takes P9 away. And John, struggling from the lag of other drivers, has now gone down to P10 in this race. Unfortunate for John. He looked pretty quick today. He just needs to get himself back in this midfield fight. Felix there chasing down Bonfo. Felix looking like a Tier 1 driver today. Once again, proving that he could be a Tier 1 driver. So he continues on this way, but he has got Dervas behind him, and he's causing a big train there of a few cars. Look how close Dervas, Darkson, and John are there for P8 in the race. Meanwhile, the battles continue on between Ski. Ski's actually right behind Tice now on those hard tyres. Tice is struggling here. He's lost a lot of time to Fabian. Yeah, Fabian is way faster than everybody else today, it looks like. But Ski could very well go past Tice here for P2. And Tice doesn't even defend. My Master could go past Tice as well. But will he try and move his turn when he could go for it, you know? Tice fancy. What big send there from My Master on the outside. He goes for it on the hard tyres. He's still there. Oh, contact. No, he pushes him off the track. Oh, no. That will not be good. Feel bad for honestly, that was kind of Tice's fault. I can't lie. My Master did earn space there. No, you don't. Look at the race rules, Tice. They've been updated since we last checked. Also, Tice, you and me always leave room when there's a car on the outside. Come on now, don't rate other people differently. Well, all I hope is that my Master does keep a cool head and doesn't try and take out Tice if he does goes back in. But Ski actually looks like the driver who's in the favourite position to win this race now. Out of nowhere, once again, Ski looking to get his 4th win of the season. No, Fabian has to pit again. Oh, then again, Ski does have bad tyre wear. But you can make it, Tice, on the mediums. Okay. So Tice is still within a chance to win the race then, if that's the case. Harry pits. Okay. Harry does believe the undercut is going to be better at this stage. He does not believe the tyres will get to the end. He's going for the hard tyres, is Harry there. This could be massively detrimental to his race. Here comes Dervas into the pit lane, so is Felix, so is Cyril as well. So a few drivers going into the pit lane here on lap 26. And we have Darkson as well, with John just behind. Dervas goes on to the medium tyres, so does Felix, so does Cyril, but hard tyres for Harry there, who's now coming out right behind Mythical Luca. Oh no, Ski made a big mistake, goes into the grass, and now Mines Master goes past him on the inside line. And will Darkson, so Ski down back down the inside on My Master, contact again. I feel so bad for My Master, he's getting bullied by these cars around him. On my screen you did. But yeah, My Master there has been really clean, by the way. He's been so respectful, to the point almost too respectful. He's almost like Darkson, just always lets people have room, and then no one else seems to reciprocate that to him. So I feel like My Master's just a misunderstood little guy. Yeah, I know what you mean. So they like, he gets scared of you and they just sort of give you room. That's what I do with Fabian. It always works because he crashes out. Anyway, yeah, but look at him in the season 13. Yeah, you cannot say that was my fault. He just drove into my side pod and killed himself. No, what's funny, me and Fabian were both looking behind us and we both crashed into each other because of it. In fairness, I did come back on the track a little bit weird in that race, but obviously the 24-hour investigation period has ended. Meanwhile, John's right behind Darkson on those old mediums. John there with the tie where he has. Could very well get to the end on those mediums, I don't doubt. Actually, I don't know about that. You have to go 20 laps on mediums. I don't think he can do that, even John. Ski there, right behind Tice for P2. Tice is sort of keeping the gap relatively consistent between himself and Fabian now. But Ski there, right behind Tice now. My Master as well, also looking pretty good in this race in the Alpine. Good to see a new front runner that's pretty clean in the series. Makes a change from the fiasco that was Ego when he was around in the last 2 races. Here comes My Master. Here comes Ski there on Tice. Fabian pits! Wow, so Fabian doesn't think he can get to the end. And this will be a big move here. 3-way battle for the net race lead then between My Master Ski and Tice. To the inside goes My Master, and he's going to send it on Tice. He gives him room, but Tice hasn't got the traction. And My Master takes P2 away of Tice. Big for his race, and My Master now can go after the race lead on to Ski now. This is the battle for the race win between these guys. I knew this race would get better for strategy. Meanwhile, Bonfo, he's in DRS range now. Where did he come from in this race? Now it's Bonfo with the chance. Did Harry undercut Fabian? No, he can't. But what happened? Oh, wow, Tice sent it. Tice down the inside of My Master sends it into P2 once again. Harry to see where he came out on the pit exit, and I missed the overtake from Tice down the inside of My Master. It's a 4-way lead fight between Ski, Tice, My Master, and Bonfo. Really aggressive stuff here today. Yellow flags are out. Whoa, big slide from Tice and My Master, drifting the car in the braking zone there. And Cyril there lets Hajada pass, it looks like. Meanwhile, Tice trying to stay with Ski there on the mediums, struggling to do so. I think Ski will get to the end of this rate, even with his tyre wear. Fabian, though, does now come out. 7 seconds. So what am I talking about? He's in 7th place, but he's a second half behind his teammate. Meanwhile, there's Felix with Devas. They're sliding around, chasing the arms. Felix also sliding around, struggling for traction there on the exit of the corner. Fabian is currently about 10 seconds behind you. There's a lot of traffic there, so there's like 5-6 cars between you, so you should be fine. Tice there, once again, is right behind. He actually has loads of battery too. Tice looking great here at the moment to go for the win today. I would not be surprised if Tice goes for the race win with My Master 2. This is a phenomenal race at Zandvoort, I have to say. One of the best races we've ever seen at the track. Great strategy racing. Fabian's pace is pretty blistering though. This race is going to kick off any second, I believe. Fabian goes past his teammate John, of course, you'd expect that. Yeah, no, Tice, I won this race with a puncture at season 11. You can do the same. So here comes Tice. Here comes Tice. He's going to send it into Ski into turn 1. Is he going to have a close enough chance to go for a move in turn 1? He's not close enough. My Master, though, is right behind Tice and is playing the long game here as the Alpine driver. And Fabian gets fastest lap by a huge margin with 1 minute 10.8. It's a great lap from him. We were previously in 1 minute 11, so the first driver to venture into the 1 minute 10s. You know, Ski, Fabian is very close behind you already. He's only about 7 seconds behind you. Darksun did not, he had nothing, he had no answer for it. The only chance Ski has in this race, realistically, is if Fabian gets stuck in this DRS train that's been formed, which is actually really benefiting him in this race. Meanwhile, Tice, with his tyre wear, really struggling here with My Master right behind him. He's doing a wonderful job. All the leading cars have got full battery, so it's looking interesting. Fabian, though, is over a second a lap faster than the leading cars on those medium tyres, so I do genuinely believe Fabian has all the advantage in the world to win this race if he can get better exits and can save battery at the right time. Fabian looking to get another fastest lap on this lap. Look at the pace for Fabian is absolutely ridiculous here today. I've never seen such consistency and pace from the driver. Tice though right behind Ski once again. He's playing the long game, staying in the DRS line. Minesweeper, his front wing, his wings look too high for this race at the moment. He's looking quick, but Felix there, John there going past Felix there. John on the soft tyres has gone past Felix into P8. Harry there tried an undercut, hasn't got the pace though, it looks like. And is not really closing in on anybody besides Darksun. But at this rate, I think we'll finish behind Darksun for P7 with Harry, so not the best move from him. Meanwhile, here comes My Master now on Tice for P2. In the middle sector looking pretty close. Bonfo as well is very much in that fight, but Fabian is really wringing the neck of the cars out in front. and could very easily get within a chance of winning the race again here for Fabian. It's going to be a barnstorming into the race. The other flags are out. Oh no, My Master spins out by himself. Oh, that's such a shame for the Alpine driver. And he had a chance to win, and now it's completely gone, surely. And this will give a big advantage to Fabian now. And this is not what he needed. My Master's chances have been gone now. My Master there unfortunately spins out of a good position there at the end. I'm not sure what happened to him. Oh, he sent it on Tice, did he? So Tice there trying to save his tyres and get to the end on the mediums, despite his horrible tyre wear. Still looking as quick as Ski at this stage, but Fabian's now within DRS range, crucially, of Bonfer. So it's going to be 5 laps to overtake 3 cars for Fabian. So Bonfer needs to defend for his life. If he wants this podium, he's going to have to fight for it. And meanwhile, Bonfer just needs to have loads of battery stored and stay within DRS range of the cars in front. I do believe it's a very plausible prospect that he could fend them up. Yeah, flags are out maybe? Felix there into the grass. Is that a crash with Dervas? Oh, Dervas crashing with Felix supposedly, and that's front wing damage for Felix as well. I mean, you can by accident. Here goes Fabian there. He's going to say, he spins out! Fabian spins! Oh, he saved it! He saved it! Oh, wow, he's outside DRS range, but he tried to send it on Bonfer, rocked the rear tyres and spins around in the chicane there. He locked the rears, and he almost spun out completely. And Fabian there tried an audacious move on Bonfer with the tyre advantage, and he just spins to the inside. Here comes Tice on Ski. I think it's plausible Tice could win the race. But Tice could very well win the race here against Ski. This would be absolute cinema if we see a Ski Tice Bonfer podium. But Fabian once again is right behind Bonfer, and he needs to be consistent here. But Fabian just has a massive tyre advantage, and it will play massively in his favour in these closing laps. Meanwhile, My Master is closing back in slowly on the cars in front, but not by enough to get into the fight for the race win once again. But I think there is always a chance of an accident in the front of the field with these aggressive moves being made by Fabian. We're going to watch now as he chases down the top 4. Top 3 rather, for a chance at least at the podium, which I think is very realistic for the championship leader Fabian, who looks to get his 6th win of the season, his record for a single season. But he's going to chase after Bonfer. Is he going to try it? It's not close enough. He's going to learn from his lesson here. He's going to try the long game. He wants to get a better exit than Bonfer in front. They're all backing each other up, but this is giving a chance to save battery for the cars ahead. So it's all about how he gets off this final corner, and look how much more pace he has. It's not even a question there. Oh, he hit the back of him, almost spun out. Because of it, he goes for the switchback and he goes to the inside of Fabian. Will indeed go to the inside of Bonfer. But can Bonfer defend with the DRS? He can! And it's side by side between them. Tice went for a move on Ski. To the inside goes Fabian on Bonfer now for P3, and he gets it. And Fabian does indeed go into P3 now. Oh, he's on the gravel though. Here comes Bonfer once again. Oh, and he doesn't get back past Bonfer. Understeers wide with the understeer on that car, and he does indeed lose the place to Fabian officially now. But he can still stay within his DRS range. He needs to just recover from this incident. I think Bonfer could have done with using more battery there to try and fend off Fabian and also go after Tice for P2, because he did look quicker, to be honest, with those hard tyres. So Tice versus Ski versus Fabian for the race win. It's going to be a really close fight between them. And Tice there on those old mediums. It's a 12-lap tyre delta between Fabian and Tice. Fabian there right behind Tice. Surely Tice is cooked on the exit of this corner. Look at the tyre advantage for Fabian. He's right behind him here. He's using battery. He's not going to use too much. So, Tice is a bit gay though. I don't think you realise. You might be cooked. No one. Anyway, Tice chasing down Ski on the end of this race. I don't think Fabian was close enough this time by to get past Tice here. Almost spun off the corner again, did Fabian, similar to Dan. But Tice there, is he going to go after Ski now for the race lead? He was close, but not close enough. Tice trying a different line. He needs to fend off the switchback, which is inevitable. No, Tice slides off the corner, and that's not what he needed. And it's side by side now for second place between them. Contact between the two drivers who used to fight for the championship in Season 4. And now it's Tice to the inside line, and Fabian can't go around the outside. A great defending from Tice does manage to fend off Fabian. And Tice pulling off some wonderful racecraft here is still proving why he is a 3-time champion against the championship leader Fabian, looking for his first title. He's literally pushing Tice around the corners. To the inside goes Fabian. He's thinking about a move. This is insane racing here at Zandvoort today. Great defending here from Thijs, and he's still trying to chase down after Ski for the race win. I think Thijs could get him, you know, if he can use his battery in the wise way. Here goes Fabian down the inside, in the middle sector. He knows this is his only chance. There's contact between the Mercedes and the McLaren driver, and they're still side by side off the corner. Can Fabian stay by it? And this is giving Ski the chance to win the race. Thijs sends it down the inside of Fabian. There's contact between them, and he pushes him off the track, and it's still side by side. Who got DRS? I think it was Fabian. Oh my god, it's so close between them. Fabian goes in deep, pushes him off the track, they go off the track, he's around! And there goes Bonfro down the inside! Contact, he loses the front wing! And now it's Thijs side by side with Bonfro for second in the final corner. And My Master goes past Fabian for fourth at the end of the race. Bonfro takes second on the final lap. And now Fabian goes down the inside of My Master once again with P4 once again. What the fuck just happened? Bonfro to second place, and it's Skido who's been handed the victory in Zandvoort to go for his fourth win of the season, but Bonfro has front wing damage. Can Bonfro fend off the landslide of cars behind him? There's 3 hungry drivers, 2 of which looking for their first podium of the season. Unbelievable scenes. Thijs is in position to go for that, but Fabian's still there. He's still right behind these 2 in front, and he sends it to the inside of Thijs. Can he go past him? Fabian driving in anger there against Thijs surely, trying to go for this move, and it cost him a chance at victory. Incredible scenes here in one of the best Zandvoort race we've ever seen. Fabian almost off the track trying to go past Thijs. He's trying to send any line he can. Here comes My Master now on the inside of Fabian. Can he go past? No, he can't. But Fabian gets a good exit. Has he got the battery to send Thijs in the final chicane? It's a really close battle, but it looks like Bonfo's going to get second for his second podium in his career and of the season. And Fabian is going to have to finish in P4, it looks like, against Thijs. Unless, of course, he has a good exit. Here he goes down the inside in the final corner. Oh my god, he almost sent it. He almost crashed into Thijs. But no, it's not enough. And Ski will win an impeccable and incredible, one of the best Dutch Grand Prix I've ever seen. He can't get him. And Thijs gets the podium. So does Bonfro. It's Ski that wins from Bonfro second, Thijs third. Oh, by 5,000 of a second. It's Harry that gets P6 on Darksen. What a race! And John gets 8th, and Fabian goes 4th, but he's 800ths behind Thijs. And My Master, despite getting bullied around, goes from fucking 15th to 5th in an incredible comeback from the Alpine driver. What a race! Absolutely phenomenal. Thijs' impeccable defending was the only reason Fabian didn't win the race. Wait, who's the 4th Dutch driver? Oh, Rubenau's not racing yet, of course. So Ski wins an incredible race. Ajada there will finish the race in P13. So Ski wins from Bonfo second, Thijs third, Fabian will be 4th, My Master 5th, and then Harry in 6th, 7th place to Darksen. What a race. One of the best races you've ever seen. Ski there on 4 race wins in the season now is closing in on Fabian's win tally of 5. Wait, who is? What? 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 Wait, is the race not over? There's no way. Hold on a minute. What? Oh, it ended. Oh, thank God. So for the first time in NPL history, we've had a red flag on the final lap of the race. That's never happened before, and I don't think I'll ever see that happen again. That's so weird. Why the fuck was there a red flag on the final lap? I hope my Master can come back and drive well again, because he was definitely one of the best drivers today. 14th to 5th with a wonderful performance on a 1-star. Yeah, no, Skako actually has more wins than Harry this season. What a performance Ski put in today to win the race. Just a master in defending. Thijs could have probably overtaken him, but felt it was more necessary for him to go in second place in the train. Thijs, I can't lie, right? If you had to use all your battery just one lap, you could have easily overtaken Ski. You had way more battery than in the whole race. I didn't want to say, but you did. Like you have full battery when Ski had like 70% most of the time, so you probably could have like overtaken him. That was probably the best race for pure racing of the season. Not necessarily the best race of the season, but that was a great race nonetheless. 9 out of 10 race in my books. That was just a really. I'm surprised from start to finish. That was genuinely a really fun race to watch. I think that was probably the best race we've ever had at Zandvoort. But that actually topped last season, and season 12, and season 11. So that race was literally season 11 on steroids. And yeah, Dan. No, Dan. It was 3 seasons in a row, wasn't it? Now, Dan, you fumbled season 12 even harder. I can't lie, Dan. Season 13, you fought your strategy, and then season 14, you fumbled. Oh yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, you just fumbled the win on your pace, I think. He wins the Dutch Grand Prix. Yeah. Right, well, we'll see you guys tomorrow for the British Grand Prix and what is probably the crown jewel race of the NPL calendar. We're going to have an impeccable race tomorrow, I have a feeling. Who knows? I think I predict Dan win. We'll see what happens. I hope Dan can come back from his DNF today. After DNF in Abu Dhabi, he does again here in Zandvoort. Last time he DNF in race, he won. He gets his fourth win of the season and of his career. It's very much a season 13 shank sort of season for ski, except ski is a bit far from the Drivers' Championship from the other drivers he's against. So let's see how this goes. I'm excited for what has been a really fun race. We shall see you.